What you're watching right now is an 83-year-old Sharad Pawar announcing his resignation as the NCP party chief to his colleagues. His party folks were naturally upset and started crying. They were pleading him not to go.
मी कधी तुमच्याकडे येतो, तुमचं दर्शन घेतो, पुढचे 10 दिवस मस्त आरामात जगत असतो. सांगितलं गेलं साहेब चौपाटीवरती. आमचं जीवनच व्यर्थ आहे.
I mean, it's a tad bit dramatic. Yes, I get that. Anyway, here you can also see Sharad Pawar's nephew, Ajit Pawar, telling his party folks to stop being so dramatic. And here you can see Ajit Pawar telling Supriya Sule, the daughter of Sharad Pawar, to shut up.
सुप्रिया तू बोलू नको. तिचा मोठा भाऊ म्हणून अधिकारवाणीने सांगतो गप्पा बसा वागायचे.
I know, super dramatic, right? It's a 1 hour 40-minute video full of people pleading Sharad Rao not to go, about how they will live without him. How will it happen? How will they survive? And it also has Ajit Pawar looking visibly upset. If you want to see peak political drama, please do watch the whole thing. It's worth it. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyway, after this whole drama, Sharad Pawar took back the decision to resign as the chief of NCP, and soon after, Ajit Pawar abandoned his uncle, took the NCP with him, and became deputy chief minister in the Maharashtra government after allying with BJP and Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction. This is a video about the oh so dramatic Maharashtra politics and how we just can't get enough of it. I mean, at least I can't. This is a video about the original godfather of Maharashtra. He's the man who built a political empire from scratch, who mastered the art of alliances and outlasted every rival. Yes, I'm talking about Sharad Pawar. This is also a video about how his biggest rival might just be his own nephew, Ajit Pawar. Or is he? Dun dun dun. Or is there this mega 5D chess game being played in the background and you and I just don't know about it? Uncle and nephew going head to head. But are they really? Are they? This is a video that puts forward some wild theories also in the end. Just telling you that. So yeah, I have a bunch of thoughts. Take. Alright, let's start with a quick history of the main character of this video, Sharad Pawar. Our story starts in 1967. Sharad Pawar contested for the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly for the first time as a 27-year-old. He won the Baramati Assembly seat for the Congress and got a taste of politics. And this man was really good at it. The leadership noticed this and he was appointed as the General Secretary of the Maharashtra Pradesh Congress Committee and the Secretary of the Maharashtra Congress Legislative Party. Then he got a bunch of minister portfolios in Maharashtra over the years. Home, food and civil supplies, sports, youth welfare, agriculture, education. Suffice to say, Sharad Rao was fast rising in the ranks and would soon probably have the top job. He was a politician from rural Maharashtra. So in the 1970s, he was working closely with cooperative societies and member-run sugar mills. He was a true son of soil and being mentored by Yashwant Rao Chauhan, a very influential politician and a freedom fighter. In 1978, at the age of 38, he made a drastic move and split away from the Congress, started a party called Indian National Congress Socialist, allied with the Janata Party and became Chief Minister of Maharashtra for the first time. This was the first time Sharad Rao had gone independent and gained power as a result. And I'm realizing right now that this would happen many times over his lifetime. Yeah. Okay, fast forward to 1987. Shiv Sena under Balasaheb Thackeray was increasing its foothold in the state. Pawar saw that as a threat to Congress culture since the Sena was quite hardline Hindutva. So, Pawar went back to the Congress, and oh yeah, small detail, Rajiv Gandhi soon made him chief minister again in 1988. Okay, pause. In case you didn't notice, I am foreshadowing a lot of things that are happening today. Whatever Shinde, Devendra, Ajit, Uddhav, and Raj and the likes are doing today, the power plays and the shifting parties and becoming chief ministers and deputy chief ministers. Yeah, all of that, Sharad Pawar has done that 50 years ago. 50 years ago. Anyway, now fast forward to 1991. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated. PV Narasimha Rao was the Congress president and he was about to become prime minister. Sharad Pawar saw an opportunity and made a play for the top job as well. He argued that the party president should not be the prime minister also. And since he led the powerful Maharashtra Congress contingent, he should be prime minister. Yeah, that play didn't exactly work out, but Sharad Pawar became defense minister in the cabinet. In 1999, Pawar does a power move. Get it? Pawar, power. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, never mind. He splits away from the Congress again. His argument this time is that he will not accept Sonia Gandhi as the party head because she is a foreigner. The Congress leadership does not like this, this opinion, and expels him, P.A. Sangma, Tariq Anwar, and 3 others from the party for 6 years. So Sharad Pawar goes on to form the Nationalist Congress Party, NCP. Now, just think of this situation a little bit. Sharad Rao has been kicked out of a party, which is Congress. He doesn't like the party president because she is a foreigner and clearly has many differences. But then, assembly elections happen soon after that in 1999, and guess who newly formed NCP decides to ally with? Yes, the Congress. He went back to the Congress. Again. Yeah, that's Maharashtra politics for you. Yeah, people fight bitter fights and then a few days later they are like,
क्या हुआ कुछ हुआ क्या नहीं ना कुछ कुछ देखा किसी कुछ कुछ नहीं हुआ ना अच्छा लेट्स फॉर्म गवर्नमेंट टुगेदर यू एंड मी you take chief minister I take deputy chief minister okay half far.
Pawar was playing bigger games now. In 2004 he joined the UPA government to become the minister of agriculture and continued that for a decade. Also in that year NCP and Congress formed an alliance in the state to form the government also, but they gave the chief minister post to Congress. Side note, in that moment, Ajit Pawar realized that he f***ed up and he will regret it for the rest of his life. Anyway, Sharad Rao was agriculture minister for a decade in the UPA government till 2014. Then Modi ji came along and the rest you pretty much know by now. If you don't, watch my first video on the Maharashtra elections and the bizarre nuttiness that went down post 2014. I'm linking all of the videos I'm doing on Maharashtra in below. Now, Ajit Pawar is also an important side character that we need to talk about. He has been with his uncle since 1982. His first taste of power was when he was elected to the board of a cooperative sugar factory. Then in 1991, he went on to get elected as the chairman of the Pune District Cooperative Bank. Remember when I told you Sharad Pawar had a tight hold on sugar mills and cooperatives? Yeah, that. Ajit was his guy at the top who was running things. In 1999, he also became a member of parliament from Baramati, which he later vacated for his uncle to fill so that he can go on to become defense minister. This is a pattern you will see many times over Ajit Dada's life. Many times. You almost feel sorry for him sometimes. Almost. But after he vacated the MP seat for his uncle, Ajit Dada got the MLA seat from Baramati and he was MLA for 5 straight terms till 2014. He also held multiple portfolios in the state over the years like soil conservation, power, planning, rural development and water resources. From the looks of it, Ajit existed to be a shadow to his uncle Sharad Pawar. He was in the background doing the work that his uncle wanted him to do. And his relationship with Sharad Rao was professional. No, I'm not saying this. He said it.
How do you still feel about Pawar sir as a leader and as your uncle? आपकी personal, आप अभी उनको मानते हैं?
ये देखो, वो मानने वाली व्यक्ति है तो मानना पड़ता है.
बट आप अभी भी उनके साथ टच में रहते हैं, कभी बात होती है?
मुझे मेरा काम, मैं काम पे बिजी रहता हूँ, लेकिन कब हम आमने सामने आते हैं तो बात करते हैं.
बिना किसी, is there any
पॉलिटिक्स का सवाल ही नहीं पड़ता.
बट फ्रेंडली बात रहती है.
फ्रेंडली कभी भी हमने बात नहीं की. जब साथ थे तो भी फ्रेंडली नहीं बात की. हम ऐसे बैठते थे, वो बताते थे, ऐसा हमारे यहाँ बहुत अलग है.
अच्छा, आप कभी रिलैक्स और वो मतलब
नहीं. अच्छा, रिलैक्स छोड़ो. हम थोड़ा बहुत जो भी काम है बता देना.
अच्छा, ज्यादातर बात काम का ही होता था.
Ajit Pawar would later go on to say publicly that he should have split away in 2004 when NCP gave away the CM seat to the Congress. Alright, I know I've given you a lot of information right now, so to solidify that in your head, I think you need to hear the same story, somewhat, of Sharad Pawar from another point of view, a new POV. So, without further ado, here is Ajit Pawar's POV of how Sharad Pawar has operated over the years. With music. I did not question him, Sharad Pawar, when he toppled the Vasant Dada Patil government in 1978 by not heeding the advice of Yashwantrao Chauhan, who had given him his first opportunity in politics. Or when he questioned Sonia Gandhi's foreign origins in 1999 and split the Congress and then aligned with Sonia Gandhi-led party later in that year to form a government in the state. I always ensured that Sharad Pawar controlled all the cooperative institutions. I always listened to him, so much so that my hair turned grey. Okay. In 2004, when the NCP had won more seats in the Maharashtra Assembly elections, its ally Congress was ready to give the Chief Minister's post to the Sharad Pawar-led party. Late Vilasrao Deshmukh told me that Madam Sonia Gandhi has said Congress has no right to claim the CM post. He asked, who will be the CM? Me, late R.R. Patil, or Chhagan Bhujbal? Let NCP announce its CM and Congress will take the Deputy Chief Minister's post. But we took 4 additional ministerial berths and gave up the Chief Minister's post. Yet I kept quiet. Now I feel I should have done in 2004 itself what I did now, which is to rebel against his uncle. Why did I tell you all of this history? Because I wanted you to read between the lines, you smart, nerdy person. And when we get to the theories, you will really need this context. And in case you didn't manage to read between the lines here, it's okay. It's okay. Let me help you out a bit. Let me help you understand the Sharad Pawar playbook. Because if there is one thing that Sharad Pawar really likes, it's this wonderful concept of get it? Sharad Pawar, shared power. Clever, no? I know. Okay, never mind. If there is one thing Sharad Pawar likes, it's to be in government, to be in a position of shared power. And while he is in power, he likes to control things or be in an influential place that will allow him to crack some deals. So allow me to tell you about his brand attributes a little bit. First, Sharad Rao is a deal maker. He waits patiently, does his homework, and then makes his moves. For instance, in 1993, there was a scandal that broke out. A power purchase deal was signed by the Maharashtra government in secret with a company called Enron.
And if you want to do business, you push the button. That's our vision. We're trying to change the world.
E Corp, the largest conglomerate in the world.
Together, we can change the world with
Evil Corp.
The plan was to set up a $3 billion power plant in Dabhor in Maharashtra, and the state would be compelled to buy electricity from them at a higher rate. Sharad Pawar was the chief minister back then. When details of this deal came out, it was found that the deal was kind of garbage. It was shady. Design was bad, equipment being used was cheap, fuel was low quality, and the cost of electricity being supplied would be higher than required. Oh yeah, random side note, the company went bankrupt, Enron, in 2001 after the discovery of widespread accounting fraud. It was a huge mega scandal. It was a worldwide scandal. There are many YouTube videos on this. Look it up. It's crazy big. Now, after all this, you'd think that there would be a reckoning for Sharad Pawar. But no. I mean, Enron was dead and the whole world hated that company. So anyone associated with that would automatically become radioactive. Yeah? So reckoning hoga? But no, Sharad Pawar was just fine. He was fine. In 2006, the Dabhor project was dead, but the state-owned NTPC and GAIL were brought to rescue it. It was like a garage sale where the government is buying a tuta-puta garbage project. Then it got revamped and renamed to Ratnagiri Gas and Power Limited. And during all this time, Sharad Pawar was the agriculture minister in Delhi. Basically, he was in a prime position to influence the union government into doing all of this. And he did. Okay, second attribute. Sharad Pawar is a great networker. He is friends with everyone. And I mean everyone. Sharad Pawar does not make political enemies. He has worked with the Congress, BJP and even Shiv Sena during various periods in his life and made sure that he would have a foot in the door with each party's top leadership. During times of political crisis, Sharad Rao seems to be the man who people magically turn to in order to act as a middleman, a negotiator. For instance, in 2019, there was this whole mess going on about which party will ally with who to form the government in Maharashtra. During that time, Sharad Pawar was in Delhi. He was meeting Sonia Gandhi, Narendra Modi, and he was on calls with Uddhav Thackeray and doing other random sidebars with other players. In fact, when the decision was taken on what to do, there was one more interesting player in the room. I'll just let Ajit Dada tell you about that one.
ये सारे उस वक्त 5 मीटिंग्स आपने कहा हुआ था उस वक्त
हुआ है ना
शरद पवार जी के नॉलेज में
सबके साथ हुआ था. आपको जैन साहब वापस बताता हूँ, अमित शाह थे, गौतम अडानी थे, प्रफुल्ल पटेल थे, देवेंद्र फडणवीस थे, अजित पवार थे, पवार साहब थे, सब थे
कि डिस्कसिंग जाना है.
सब तय हुआ था. जाने दो ना मुझे अभी.
Yes, Gautam Adani was there, my dear friendos. Which brings us to attribute number 3. Sharad Pawar has no ideology except money and power. More money gets power, more power gets more money. The man is literally split away from the Congress, then rejoined, then split again, then allied, then distanced again, and then went back to ally with them like so many times. He did that so many times. It's really hard to tell what Sharad Rao believes in. He has a tight grip over the sugar industry. He used to be the king of cooperative banks in Maharashtra, and he is the strongman in Baramati, Pune, Satara region. He has been close to Modi ji's best friends, both of them, A1 and A2, at various points in his life. And he still continues to be, clearly. Man will do anything to be a part of government in the state and center both, so that he can pull the levers and be involved in all the political games underway. And in case it didn't sink in yet, he's really good at it. And finally, fourth attribute, Sharad Pawar is ruthless. I mean, every successful politician in the country will have this quality, but Pawar is special. There are those netas who will curse opponents, get aggressive and postury and badmouth the opponent to make yourself look good. Yeah, and that sort of a thing. They are bad. I am good. I will say bad things about them so that I think I am good. No, so that you think I am good. Also, I think I am good. But Pawar is always reasonable when he talks about his own opponents. he displays a sort of respect towards them and tells his party folks not to underestimate them, to take them seriously. Sure, he will sneak up behind someone with a dagger and slowly go, don't mind me, just, yeah. I just need to get that seat, you see. It's okay. Shh. Rest for 5 years now. Then we'll see where you are. Thanks. And I love you. Sharad Rao's ruthlessness becomes obvious, especially when you look at what happened to Ajit Pawar. The man did all the legwork for years, obeyed his uncle's wishes, all with the hope of getting rewarded one day. But then he ran out of patience and didn't get the top job, which he has been obsessed with since 2004. Remember? Ajit was pushed to a point where he decided to go out and form his own party. He thought that he would take away the party symbol and the old man Pawar will regret all of it. But no, Sharad Pawar is Sharad Pawar. Nothing happens to him. 83-year-old Sharad Pawar went on to give fiery speeches in the rain, galvanized his cadre, dared the enforcement directorate to take action against him. Oh, and they backed off. Stole a few MLAs back from Ajit Pawar and is ready to put up a solid fight in the election. Just think about it. Sharad Pawar's NCP was broken and the symbol was stolen from him only a little more than an year ago. I have to say this, that is a crazy comeback. That is an insane recovery. But surely there is some deep crazy strategy in place for this election in Sharad Pawar's megamind brain, right? Okay, this is where we enter theory territory. And while I'm at it, I need to tell you about Pawar's fifth and most crucial brand attribute. Sharad Pawar just loves to play Have you ever played chess? If you have, you must have played it in this physical realm. In 3D, with board in front of you, with an object in your hand, which is the goatee, making moves, trying to destroy your opponent, that sort of normie stuff. Now, good chess players think in 4D. They go a little beyond reality and make up simulations in their heads about how the game would go. While us normies are thinking 2 steps ahead, the 4D chess player is thinking 15 steps ahead. But then there are the grandmasters, the crazies, the geniuses, the 5D chess players. They can play multiple games at the same time with multiple opponents. Each with their own sets of simulations running in the background. They cross dimensions, enter other games with players there, come back to the original player with that one also. Go to the third one, upturn the entire table. Oops! Game khatam. Then they will go and just stand around and observe some other game between the 5th and 4th player, taunting them to get aggressive with each other. All of this is happening simultaneously in one head. You normies have no idea what the grandmaster will do next, which player he will play with, which game he will just show up to just mess shit up. These people are extremely hard to read. This is 5D chess, and in the arena of politics, Sharad Pawar is the grandmaster. I already told you about his 50-year history. So, given his experience, the man has seen it all. That's an understatement, but he has seen it all. He has been there, done that, played all games with everyone, and yet he survives. He plays along. He still does his thing. So, since I'm just a normie 3D chess player sitting in my little studio making YouTube videos, I cannot even imagine what is going on in Sharad Pawar's megamind brain right now. But I do have some theories about what might happen in the upcoming Maharashtra elections. Here is a TLDR on the scenario right now. Sharad Pawar has his own party, NCP-SP, while Ajit Pawar has NCP, which he took away from his uncle. In the upcoming elections, both of these parties are going to fight head-to-head in 36 seats. It's NCP versus NCP. Sharad versus Ajit. Oh my god, what a. everyone would be glued to the result screens on electionresults.nic.in wanting to see who emerges as the winner, the senior or the junior, uncle or nephew. It's very exciting. But then most of us think like normies. For example, since you don't make YouTube videos and you are watching this YouTube video, you will not see the details of the cuts I'm making. Why are there so many abrupt cuts? Why is this zoom in effect happening? What does the person want to tell you through that? Why are these graphics coming up on the side? What is this music he's using? These sort of questions will not probably come into your head because you're enjoying the video, you're enjoying the content. But people who make videos, they see an extra layer of editing on top of it. So that's more than normie viewers. So when you're watching politics, maximum we will think 4D. But we need to think 5D. I've tried to do just that, and I have a We are now entering the 5th dimension. This is a parallel universe, like an out-of-body experience. Okay, are you ready, friends? Okay. So, out of the 288 seats up for grabs in Maharashtra, Ajit's NCP is going to fight from 53 seats and Sharad Pawar's NCP SP is going to fight from 88 seats. Out of these, as I mentioned, 36 seats are NCP versus NCP. But here's a wild thought. What if Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar are still allies? I mean, they're family after all. If you don't look at these two parties as two separate parties, but essentially one party that is run by Sharad Pawar with Ajit as his deputy, these 36 seats in Maharashtra are uncontested. Yeah, they're straight in the bag to NCP. I mean, think about it. We don't have any real ideologies or alliances in Maharashtra anymore. So in this 5D universe of ours, it is completely plausible that deep down inside, NCP is still one giant party. But with two faces for us 3D normies to look at, just on the surface of it. So these 36 seats are practically free seats for them. Which means after the results, it might not be surprising if Ajit goes back to Sharad. And just like Sharad went back to Congress multiple times, following his uncle's very successful footsteps. Actually, I'm not saying this. Ajit Dada is kind of saying this.
जैन साहब, ये आप महाराष्ट्र में आइडियोलॉजी ये वो मत पूछो.
Okay.
महाराष्ट्र का पूरा पॉलिटिक्स सब बदल गया है. महाराष्ट्र का पॉलिटिक्स अभी सबको पावर चाहिए. सबने आइडियोलॉजी साइड पे रखी है और पावर लेके आगे सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं, चलाना चाहते हैं.
Here's another thought. All of us normies have been seeing how BJP has been using agencies against opposition leaders to pressure them and weaken them. If the leaders switch sides and join the BJP, then the cases magically go away. It's popularly called the BJP washing machine. You go in dirty and come out shiny and pristine. In 2023, Narendra Modi went to an election rally in Madhya Pradesh and said that Ajit Pawar is one of the most corrupt political leaders in the country and that he has done a scam amounting to some 70,000 crore rupees. 10 days later, Ajit Pawar joined the Mahayuti alliance and became an alliance partner of the BJP. Then a few months later, in January 2024, Ajit Pawar was given a clean chit by the agencies. This is how the washing machine works. BJP has done this to Shiv Sena as well. Uddhav and Aditya Thackeray have been both giving multiple interviews pointing out how the 40 MLAs who left the Shiv Sena had corruption cases against them and didn't want to go to jail. Some were even crying apparently. So they jumped into the washing machine. Like they were like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to leave my Shiv Sena, and they're crying and the pani goes into the washing machine and fills up. Then they jump into it and then BJP comes in and adds some magical powder, shuts the thing and turns on the... Look! Shiny new MLA, clean chit, look. 3D normies like us would see this and be scandalized.
This is immoral. Did you see? This is abhorrent. How can they do this? This is just wrong. We must call it out. Again and again, we must point out how the agencies are being misused. Crooks, look at them. All of them, crooks.
4D players would look at this coldly and say only one thing.
That's exactly what happened. Just live with it, no? See what you get out of it. Don't be so naive. It's all politics, boss. Don't be naive.
But 5D grandmasters would think, so the BJP has a washing machine open for all. Why don't I just use it right now for my people, get them all shiny clean, then when I need them, I can just get them back. Washing powder BJP, washing powder BJP, दूध से सफेदी BJP से आई, रंगीन MLA भी. Okay, now what if we take the one true NCP theory a little forward? In 2022, Sharad Rao saw that his nephew was in trouble with all the corruption allegations. अभी मोदी जी भी बोल गए 70,000 crore. He saw Shiv Sena getting harassed by the center for similar things. So he told Ajit, listen Ajit, just switch, go over, get clean, become deputy chief minister. And then in the next election, we can do like this pretend fight in many seats, like 35, 36 of them, and then win them all. And then you can just come back. Easy. While other opposition parties are complaining about this Operation Lotus type tactics being employed by BJP, which are immoral and not right, Sharad Pawar might have decided to just take advantage of it for himself, his nephew, and his party. Plus, he gets 36 seats as a bonus reward at the end of all of it, bringing him back to the table where he can crack those sweet, sweet, sweet deals again. Isn't that just wonderful? Yeah, all of this theorizing is just letting my imagination run wild. Nobody knows what is going on in Sharad Pawar's head, but hey, if this is the scenario and Ajit Pawar actually goes back to rejoin with his uncle after the election, you'll know. It's just a week away. I mean, who the knows what is going to happen in the elections anyway? So let's just go wild with theories till then. Yeah? I mean, look at these exit pollsters. Look at Trump. Even look at our very own Adaraniya. There are zero consequences to spreading wild theories these days. More wild theories and political games coming your way very soon. Thanks for watching. I just noticed something funny. In Marathi, Shiv Sena UBT, which is Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, is called Shiv Sena Ubatha in Marathi. That's so cool and random and amusing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I have done a few more videos on the Maharashtra elections. You can go and see them. One of them is on just the general scenario of what the Maharashtra elections is shaping out to be, who are the players, etc. The second one I did was on Raj Thackeray and the 3 Shiv Senas. This is the third one that I'm doing. I will be doing one also again maybe next week, so please watch out for that. And if you are interested in content like this, please do consider subscribing and join button bhi hai niche. Please become a member. Your support means a lot to me, and honestly, like, this is my full-time job. I just do this for a living now. So if you like this, if you think it is worth being out there in the world and worth some value, please do consider supporting. Also, buy me a coffee bhi hai niche. So yeah, thank you, and I will see you in the next one.